The true strength of the mind lies not in its capacity to hold on to thoughts, but in its ability to let go of those that no longer serve us. Imagine being able to navigate life's challenges with a calm and clear mind, unburdened by negative thoughts that cloud your judgment and weigh you down. This is not about ignoring reality. It's about facing it with a resilience and serenity that comes from within. In this video, we will explore how Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, provides practical tools to detox your mind by eliminating 10 specific negative thoughts. These aren't abstract concepts, but actionable insights you can apply in your daily life to achieve mental clarity and emotional balance. The more you understand and practice these principles, the more empowered you'll become in shaping your own destiny. Before we begin, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us immensely and costs you nothing. Let's dive in. The fear of the unknown is a pervasive negative thought that can paralyze decision-making and hinder personal growth. Stoicism teaches us to accept that uncertainty is an inherent part of life. Instead of fearing what we cannot control, we should focus on what we can, our responses and actions. By embracing uncertainty as an opportunity rather than a threat, we free ourselves from anxiety and open the door to new possibilities. This shift in perspective allows us to approach unfamiliar situations with curiosity and courage. Recognizing that the only constant in life is change, we become adaptable and resilient. Stoicism encourages us to prepare for various outcomes, not out of fear, but to strengthen our ability to handle whatever comes our way with grace and composure. Constantly replaying past mistakes in our minds traps us in a cycle of regret and self-criticism. Stoicism advises us to learn from the past, but not to live in it. Every error is an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. By acknowledging our mistakes, taking responsibility, and then releasing them, we allow ourselves to move forward unencumbered. This practice fosters self-compassion and reduces the mental clutter that hinders our progress. It enables us to focus our energy on the present moment, where we have the power to effect change. Stoicism reminds us that we cannot alter the past, but we can shape our future through the actions we take today. The preoccupation with how others perceive us can be a significant source of stress and insecurity. Stoicism teaches that the opinions of others are beyond our control, and therefore should not dictate our self-worth or actions. By detaching from the need for external validation, we become more authentic and true to ourselves. This detachment doesn't mean we ignore constructive feedback. Rather, we evaluate it objectively without letting it undermine our confidence. Embracing this mindset leads to greater inner peace and freedom, as we are no longer bound by the expectations or judgments of others. We become the authors of our own lives, guided by our values and principles. Imagining the worst-case scenarios creates unnecessary stress and prevents us from enjoying the present. Stoicism introduces the concept of premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils, not to dwell on potential misfortunes, but to prepare ourselves mentally for challenges. By rationally considering possible obstacles, we can devise strategies to overcome them without succumbing to fear. This approach transforms anxiety into proactive planning. It empowers us to face the future with confidence, knowing that we have the inner resources to handle adversity. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what is within our control and to accept what is not, reducing the tendency to catastrophize and enhancing our resilience. Harboring resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Stoicism emphasizes forgiveness and understanding as means to release ourselves from the chains of bitterness. By recognizing that people act according to their beliefs and limitations, we can cultivate empathy and let go of grudges. This liberation from resentment improves our emotional well-being and relationships. It allows us to invest our energy in positive interactions and personal growth, rather than dwelling on negative emotions. Stoicism teaches that holding on to anger harms us more than anyone else, and releasing it is a gift we give ourselves. Comparing ourselves to others breeds dissatisfaction and diminishes our appreciation for what we have. Stoicism advises us to focus on our own path and to be grateful for our journey. By acknowledging that everyone has unique challenges and strengths, we can celebrate others' successes without diminishing our own. Practicing gratitude shifts our attention from what we lack to what we possess, fostering contentment and joy. Stoicism reminds us that true wealth lies not in external possessions, but in a state of mind that values personal virtues and inner peace. Letting go of envy frees us to pursue our goals without the burden of unnecessary competition. Attempting to control people and situations beyond our influence leads to frustration and disappointment. Stoicism delineates the spheres of control, what is up to us and what is not. By accepting that we can only govern our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, we release the futile desire to manipulate external factors. This acceptance brings serenity and focuses our efforts where they can make a difference. We become more effective in our endeavors, as we are not distracted by trying to change the unchangeable. Stoicism empowers us to respond thoughtfully to circumstances rather than react impulsively, enhancing our leadership and problem-solving abilities. Negative self-talk erodes confidence and sabotages our potential. Stoicism encourages us to be mindful of our inner dialogue and to challenge irrational beliefs about ourselves. By adopting a rational and compassionate perspective, we can replace self-doubt with self-assurance. This involves recognizing our strengths and acknowledging areas for improvement without harsh judgment. Stoicism teaches that we are responsible for our character and that we have the power to shape it through deliberate practice. Cultivating a positive self-view propels us toward our goals with determination and resilience. Placing excessive value on material possessions ties our happiness to external items that are transient and beyond ultimate control. Stoicism promotes the appreciation of what we have without becoming attached to it. By understanding that true contentment comes from within, we reduce the fear of loss and the constant pursuit of more. This detachment doesn't mean rejecting comfort or success, but maintaining perspective on their role in our lives. Stoicism encourages us to seek fulfillment through personal growth, relationships, and contributions to society. Liberating ourselves from material attachment enhances our freedom and allows us to find joy in simplicity. Avoiding responsibility may offer temporary relief, but ultimately leads to a lack of purpose and respect for oneself. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of embracing our duties and obligations as integral to a meaningful life. By taking responsibility for our actions and their consequences, we develop integrity and self-respect. This proactive stance empowers us to effect positive change in our lives and the lives of others. Stoicism teaches that shirking responsibility undermines our character, while accepting it strengthens our resolve and sense of accomplishment. Engaging fully with our roles fosters a deep sense of satisfaction and contribution. By eliminating these 10 negative thoughts through the principles of Stoicism, we can detox our minds and cultivate a state of inner peace and resilience. This transformation is not instantaneous, but requires consistent practice and reflection. If you've watched up to this point, please leave a comment writing "Clarity begins within." This way, we'll know you followed the video to the end. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the content. I look forward to your responses. See you next time.